Have you ever been stuck with an error message that just won't go away? It's frustrating, right? If you've encountered the message saying the entity nbsp was referenced but not declared, then you're in the right place. Today, we're going to unravel this issue together. I completely understand how annoying it is when you're trying to transform XML with XSLT and you hit a roadblock like this. You're definitely not alone in this struggle. Many developers face similar issues when dealing with XML entities. Let's dive into the specific situation at hand. One user recently asked, "Why am I getting the error that the entity NBS was referenced but not declared?" They provided an input XML and an XSL file, but despite their efforts, the error persists. Sound familiar? Let's work through this together. So what does this error mean? Essentially, it indicates that the XSLT processor doesn't recognize the entity nbsp because it hasn't been declared in your document type definition. This is a common issue when working with XML and XSLT, but don't worry, we'll fix it. And stick around. At the end of this video, I'll share a quick tip that can help you avoid similar issues in the future. To resolve the issue with the entity nbsp, the user should first ensure that the entity is properly declared in the document type definition, or DTD. This is crucial for the XSLT to recognize the entity. Next, the user should modify the XSLT file to ensure that it processes the input XML correctly. This involves applying templates to handle the nbsp entity. After updating the XSLT, the user should test the transformation again. This will help confirm if the changes have resolved the entity declaration issue. If the problem persists, the user may need to check for any additional references to the nbsp entity in the XML. Ensuring all instances are correctly handled is essential. Finally, if all else fails, the user can consider replacing the NB entity directly in the XML with a regular space. This is a straightforward workaround. Fun fact: the term nbsp stands for non-breaking space, which is often used in web development to prevent line breaks. It's a small detail, but it can cause big headaches if not handled properly. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution suggests declaring the entities in your input XML. This can be done by adding a doc-type declaration that includes the entity for nbsp. Additionally, it's noted that the Spanish word for Spain is actually España, so the use of nbsp in this context may not be appropriate. Let's check out another perspective from a different user. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests using CData to handle special characters. They recommend wrapping your text in CData sections to avoid issues with unrecognized entities like NB. Let's check out another perspective from a different user. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests using CData sections to handle special characters. They recommend wrapping your text in CData to avoid issues with unrecognized entities like nbsp. Here's a pro tip. Always declare your entities at the beginning of your XML or XSLT files. This simple step can save you a lot of time and frustration down the line. And there you have it. With these steps, you should be able to resolve the entity declaration error. Remember, proper declarations are key in XML and XSLT. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips, and don't forget to check out our other videos for more troubleshooting advice.